Moosebox said, I just finished my 6th session of ketamine therapy for depression.
Whoa.
That's really interesting, that whole treatment plan.
What? How do you do that?
Apparently, it's like actually it's documented that ketamine
I'm super interested in it.
helps with clinical depression.
What is the reaction to ketamine?
Well, what they do, I'm pretty sure, is they bring in an actual doctor and a therapist, and the dose that they give you is teeny, teeny, tiny. And then people who have been dealing with depression and anxiety forever have said, like, it's the first time they've ever felt this way.
Wow.
Like, they've never felt this type of relief before.
It does something, apparently. And, well, when I talked to Kalila about it, it sounds like she was tripping balls. Doesn't sound like it was that light of a dose. But I don't know. Maybe different experiences for different people.
Like,
Kalila
it made her
Right,
super high.
right, I forgot
Yeah, no,
that.
I'm
she's
sure it
super high.
does still make you super
But
high.
ketamine,
but
I
it's a
think, I don't know
safe dose.
I don't know if it's a psychedelic, but you like just trip balls. You go into like a deep fucking state.
Is it similar to like acid or to ecstasy, like in the
I don't think it's
reaction?
euphoric. I think it's more like acid in that you trip. Some people have euphoria on acid though, so I don't know. You know, I've never tried ketamine. I have smoked crack once.
Fucking nice out.
But
I think it's a good idea.
but actually what's interesting is that actually there's some clinical results showing that this works.
Yeah.
And it's really used specifically for people who have let's say clinical depression that's been resistant to other treatment methods. Yeah, apparently there's no consensus as to if ketamine can be defined as psychedelic. It sounds psychedelic to me. I'm
Yeah.
not really sure.
Yeah, it's weird the way they describe it. It's like some people say it's like waking up from amnesia or not amnesia when they go under. What's that called? Anesthetic. It's like waking up from that state. But it seems different results, and there's a fear right now of it being addictive for patients. What I'm saying, yeah.
Cam, have you tried it? I mean, it's a safe space, but you don't have to talk about it.
I've had my fun. Yeah.
Ketamine is apparently a super downer,
Oh, it's
and
a
it
downer.
feels like a tranquilizer.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so you sit in a therapy office with a professional, and it sounds pretty interesting. My brother's girlfriend took a lot of ketamine, and she had a psychotic breakdown. Okay, well then there's also that.
Well, yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to
don't
like
think you
take it
should do
every
that.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was already diagnosed with depression and bipolar disorder. She hasn't been the same since. Well, okay.
That sucks.
Then there's that.
I just feel like from our personal experience, like we kind of tried stuff. You know, it was never like using it regularly. It was more so like trying this. And I feel like I had so many guards up, just the way I grew up, and like
You're talking about like when you take acid?
just in general in life, I was very guarded emotionally person, and I think this kind of stuff really opened up my
Oh, I see what you're saying.
emotions and like being able to feel different things. And so I think like it was kind of like a transformative thing for me.
You're talking about like the first time we did like
First time we did
together was
ecstasy
crazy.
or MDMA, whatever, or first time we did acid, you know.
Dude,
like,
the first time, so Hila came, how long had you been there?
this is like our first
You just moved there, right?
night or something.
Or was that during your 6 month stay? Yeah, that was during your 6 month stay.
Yes.
And Hila was staying with me, and I got this idea that we should do.
Maybe not our first night, but it was like a
second or
week
third.
or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah. I got this idea that we should do E together. I was young. I don't know how good of an idea it was, but I guess my theory at the time, I'm a young dumb idiot. You know what
Well,
I
we were
mean?
both very young.
Yeah. So I'm not saying this is a good thing for you to do. This is
I
what.
think everything in moderation and responsibly is okay.
Well, I was thinking like, we haven't seen each other in a while, and I feel like it would really open us up and have us connect. And Hila had never actually even tried
I've never done anything
anything up to that
except
point.
like alcohol and cigarettes.
Right. And so we went on we were in Santa Cruz and we went on this crazy wild goose chase. We had to drive up to San Francisco.
Right.
I forget who gave me the contact, but we drove up all the way to San Francisco to buy 2 pills.
Yeah.
And we came down, and sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's not that good. And this happened to be the best fucking
It was like
pills
the best.
ever, dude. They were insane. That was the best
Wait,
ecstasy I've ever had.
tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more.
Yeah, so
We just had the best night. We were just listening to music, talking,
Right.
sitting outside, looking at the sky,
Oh my God.
it was beautiful.
And that's
Dude.
the only
It's
time you've ever
beautiful.
done it?
Ecstasy, yes. And then we did later on a few times MDMA.
right.
I could count it on one hand, not when I say a few times, 3 or
Yeah, over the
4,
years we did
maybe,
it.
over the
maybe,
years.
Yeah, once a year when we were in
Yeah.
Israel. And but yeah, we got lucky because we could have gotten anything. I didn't even know who we were buying it from.
But I think that it really was a big thing for me because this was coming off of living with my parents, pretty difficult, dad
Yeah.
and the army, and just really high intensity situations,
Mm-hmm.
and never had done anything like that. And it was just super eye-opening, and it's a range of emotions that you don't think you can experience. It's weird, and it's it was great. And so I just feel I could really see drugs helping therapy, but obviously I don't want to sound like a hippie.
Well, they're using MDMA, which is the active drug, and ecstasy. Ecstasy is just when it comes in. People think MDMA is just the crystals. Ecstasy is when it's in a pill, and
Yes.
it's usually cut with something else like caffeine or
speed
something.
or
No, not speed.
In the pill, no, I don't know.
I don't think it's supposed to be cut with speed.
I don't know. I thought that's why. I thought that's I don't know. I have no idea.
No. I think it was just, yeah. And so, yeah, we took, and what was crazy is that how much you trusted me to try it because you had
Right.
never done anything. And let's be real, ecstasy is a pretty,
I think
Hardcore drug.
the whole thing really shows how much I trusted you because I came all the way to America just to be with you. And also my brother drove me up to you, and the whole time he was "Are you sure? Who is this guy?
Yeah, I remember how
what are you
sketched
guys
out he was.
doing?" But we spent every day on Skype for, at that point, was it a year or 2 years? A year.
yeah, a year or two. I don't even
And
remember.
so it was hours and hours of talking, and I just felt I knew you so well. It wasn't even a question in my mind of can I trust you or not?
People are saying they are co-signing your, yes, it was cut with speed.
They're agreeing.
They're agreeing.
I think that's what I heard. Because in
Apparently
that's why
speed rules,
MDMA is the pure, but in the pill they put all kinds of crap.
I totally get being a meth head now because that shit slapped. So anyway, it was just an awesome night, and yeah, it was a,
There you go. I
it was a
wasn't
great way to break
wrong.
the ice.
That's
Yes.
how I roll.
It was-
And it
Got
really
1
brought
year.
us together really
Go.
fast. It was kind of crazy how it worked out, and Hila was up for it, which was crazy. But yeah, they're also studying using MDMA in therapy sessions too with people with
think that's
post-traumatic stress.
yes. I think that's really good. I really do.
Same with psilocybin mushrooms as well. They're doing.
Oh,
Experiment.
that's so
People with
interesting. There it is. But yeah, I'm not encouraging
But again,
anyone
this
to
is
take
all,
drugs. This is an anecdotal experience. It really can be unsafe. I just want to give
I
it.
think I see it more as a once in a lifetime thing worth trying.
Yeah. Well, again,
Nowadays, I would never, because I have to work. I have to be present for the kids. I have so many things going. I literally don't do anything other than drink coffee.
yeah.
But
I'm just
think,
saying, be responsible.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's going to be the same for you. I'm not telling you to do any drugs. Okay. I don't want to encourage anyone to do that. So, That's it. And get it from someone you trust if you do it, unlike us. But it was fucking ruled. It was a friend of a friend, so I did trust them.
I do it with everyone.
Okay, that's not true. Heard the prince.
Oh, I just to go back to that other subject for real quick. What we were talking about was years ago at this point.
Oh, decades
And
ago.
somebody was saying so many things are laced with fentanyl today.
Oh, this was
And
before
I have
fentanyl.
heard about
Yeah.
that, and that is really scary.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know why are they doing
'Cause
that.
I don't think fentanyl's like cheap, where it's like
It is.
economical.
It's cheaper. When
It
I
is?
when I worked at the needle exchange and people would cut the drugs with more fentanyl, obviously they would have crazy effect. People would die, but also like some people would develop crazy boils and stuff because
So
of it.
what's the goal of doing that? Just so people still get high so they don't think they're ripped off? Like, I don't get it. Like, why not just put baby powder or some shit or like flour?
Well, I guess for the effects of it, I know because fentanyl gets you way higher than opiate or like the pills.
Yeah.
So it's just intensified like times a million.
Okay, that's fucking crazy.
That is scary.
Yeah,
though.
when this happened, when did I graduate from college? This was literally decades ago. I was probably like 25 or something.
No, this was it? No, you were
Wait.
younger than that.
Wait, that was only 10 years ago.
Fuck
This is-
you.
No, that was younger than that.
How old was I? 23?
Maybe 23.
So it was 12 years ago?
I'll give him more.
Somehow it feels longer,
Feels longer.
further away than that. Yeah.
Because
There it is.
maybe 14 years ago.
Well, shit, I'm not even street savvy with all this fentanyl shit, so maybe
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't
fucked
even
up.
be fucking around with it if it was all that crazy out there.
And I don't know if there's ways to test your drugs today. I don't know.
I'll also say this, just to give a balanced a report. The worst I've ever felt, or one of the worst times I've ever felt, is when we did this acid and MD, and it was just fucking horrid, dude. It was just awful. God, it felt so bad the next day, and the high wasn't that good. It was just fucking terrible. So, you know what I mean? There it is.